Okay, here we are on page 2. This is the last of the stem changers that is accepted in the preterite. So far, on the front page, we've talked about E to I stem changers, and E to I stem changers covered all of the E to I and E to IE stem changers in the present. So in the past tense, we know you need to have an IR verb. It has to have a stem changer in the present, and if it does, if it's E to I or E to IE, no matter what, it'll just be E to I in the past tense. And the other kind of stem changer that we had in the present was O to something. And in the present tense, the other kind of stem changer that we had was O to UE. So in the past tense, it's going to simplify from O to UE down to just O to U. So this includes all IR verbs, because it's only IR verbs, all IR verbs that change from O to UE in the present. So we don't have a lot of them in our vocabulary yet, but dormir and morir.
Nick Marcus, please come to the office. Nick Marcus, please come to the office.
That was an announcement. This includes all IR verbs that change from O to UE in the present. So we've got dormir and morir. Dormir se is reflexive, and we'll conjugate it out. We have the boxes here for just dormir, which is to fall asleep or to sleep. Sorry. To fall asleep would be the reflexive of dormir. So I'll conjugate it out as though it were reflexive. I'll put this se up here, to sleep or to fall asleep, all right? Because if it's reflexive, you're doing it for yourself, so you yourself are falling asleep. The yo form, then, with the reflexive, you would just include the reflexives ahead of it. Me, te, and se, if you recall. Then the reflexive for nosotros is nos, and ustedes is se. So we'll just put those in parentheses for the reflexive. Now, dormir in the present is yo duermo, but it's not present. The O is simplified to a U, and it's not in the yo form or the to form. It's only in this squiggly area on the bottom, the third person singular and plural. So our conjugations will go yo dorm I, to dorm iste. And then the third person will take the U. This is our stem change that we're looking for, O to U. So we have not dormiste or not dormio, but durmio. Durmio. The nosotros form is not in the sole of the boot, down on the bottom in the third person, so we just keep it normal. Nos dormimos. Past tense ending. And then the ellos, ellas, ustedes form is se durmieron. Durmieron. With that U instead of the O. So really the change is quite small. It's from O to U and only in the third person form. Now on the front page we have a couple other ones just as review. I'll lay the sheet up here. You've got E to I stem changers here. This is the big stem change that happens on the front side. The E changes to an I, prefirio instead of preferio. Instead of preferieron, it's prefirieron. So this change is just one letter. And here, serví, serviste, sirvió, sirvieron. Pretty small, just one letter that changes, and it's only in the third person, singular and plural. So now on the back page, there are some examples. I'd like for you to try those. Pause this video, and in however long it takes you, you may check back and I'll have the answers displayed. So just take a moment into it, freeze the video, pause it now. If you've paused it already, great. If you haven't, let me walk through one with you and then we'll show you the rest.
Lucas Izinga and Isaac Kremers, please come to the office. Lucas Izinga, Isaac Kremers to the office.
Okay, he served us hot turkey with potatoes. So he served us. The verb is served. So el is the subject. El, and then to us is nos. So he served to us. He to us served. Here's our verb. Hot turkey with potatoes. Pavo caliente, this is vocab, so you may take out your vocab list. Pavo caliente con papas or patatas, whatever you prefer. Okay, remember caliente comes after pavo because it's an adjective, so you say turkey hot. And now we need our verb, servir. Servir is an IR verb. Now we have to ask ourselves, in the present tense, does it have a stem changer? Servir, siervo. Sí, it does. So, then we go to the third person. Is this a third person singular or plural verb? He served us? Yes. He is this bottom third person. So we have to think it's an E. The verb is servir. So it's an E, so it has to be E to I. And that will be the simplification. It's not I-E, it's just I. So it'll be Él nos sirve. And then the he form ending is yo. That's a way of planning out each sentence. So now pause the video for the rest and look at the answers after you've tried a few. Okay, now that their answers are here, you've unfreezed it. I'll talk through the remaining answers and you can see if it makes sense. For number 2, they fell asleep at 2 after eating. They fell asleep would be from the verb dormirse. So here's se durmieron a las 2. Después de comer means after eating. After you use a phrase like después de, you can just use the infinitive to eat. And it sounds like eating to us in conjugation or translation, but it is infinitive form comer. Se durmieron a las 2 después de comer. 3. I had fun in Spanish class. The verb to have fun is divertirse. So I had fun, I myself had fun, would be the yo form of divertir. There's no stem changer in the yo form. So even though it's an IR verb, it doesn't take the stem change from E to I here because we're in the yo form. Me divertí. No stem changer in la clase de español. 4. The waiter recommended the eggplant. El camarero me recomendó la berenjena. Oh, I see what I did there. Okay. El camarero recomendó la berenjena. 2 things. First of all, recomendar is an AR verb. So does it have a stem change in the past tense? No. Automatically no, because it's not an IR verb. Then what I must have asked last year, if I wanted to change this sentence from the waiter recommended the eggplant to the waiter recommended me the eggplant, or recommended to me the eggplant, I would have put may before the verb. Okay, 5. Did you guys feel sick after eating the oysters? Did you guys feel sick? The verb is to feel. Sentirse, which is an IR verb and reflexive, so it will take that stem change because it's in the third person plural. Se sintieron enfermos después de comer las ostras. Here again we have a después de with a verb after it. It stays in the infinitive. You don't have to conjugate it. And 6. Their dog died last year. Su perro murió.
Aaron Williams, please come to the office. Aaron Williams, to the office, please.
Su perro murió el año pasado. Their dog died the last year. So died, to die is morir. It's an IR verb and it's a stem changer in the present. So it's an O, morir, that has to change to the U, murió. If you notice, there's only 2 that we know, if you count dormir as 1. Dormir and morir are the only ones that are O to U in the preterite that we have learned yet. Okay? Good luck. If you have questions, ask me tomorrow in class. Muy bien. Adiós.